Greetings, my loves. Today's video, by the way, I'm Mutulu. I am the mother and craftswoman of Mutulu Botanica, and today we're going to be exploring the concept of natural hygiene. Yes, natural hygiene. And how to really cultivate a loving, simplistic self-care ritual when it comes to feminine hygiene. Before I go into it, I want to say that this video is dedicated to my daughter, Sadra Shinumi. I love you, boom boom. And also my baby sister, Jeroma Ofori, Sparkles, aka. So moving forward now, feminine hygiene. There's so much to explore here. Why am I deepening this? Now, from my background in herbal medicine and nutrition, through my years of studying, I've been able to establish that all of our problems when it comes to smell and ailments, hair loss, weight gain, weight loss, menstruation ailments, autoimmune deficiencies, everything stems from nutrition. Every single thing. Now, yes, there are expressions of where diseases and toxic situations can cultivate from external factors other than what you're putting in your mouth. Yes, that is true. But you can say 98% of the ailments that we are dealing with, especially as women, but just as human beings in general, stems from what we are putting in our mouths, okay? And what we are not putting in our mouths. So it stems from what we are putting in and what we are not putting in. So speaking on the aspect of feminine hygiene as a woman, I think I know quite a lot about that. Again, the things I'm about to share, I know and I trust they will work for the majority, but there may be some other cases where it will take a little bit more work and a little bit more time to really get to that place of where you feel like how you should feel, which is comfortable in your own skin, okay? So, bathing techniques. This is something that we are not taught. On a large scale, I've met some incredible people where they're like, look, I grew up with understanding these methods, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. So, moving forward, bathing. Bathing is a very essential part to feminine hygiene. Essential, okay? Essential. Then the other aspect of bathing is how you're going about the method. Okay, so I'm a deep how we go about the method as women. So first and foremost, take an actual bath and then showers. So bathing. When you are bathing, I suggest that you do not use any synthetic bath bombs, synthetic salts, shower gels, things of that nature. These things bring on BV. They bring on all types of bacterial infection, okay, and uncomfortability, irritation such as burning maybe, discharge, which can cause odor if it goes untreated. There's so many different things. So first and foremost, I will start with eliminating all synthetic cleansing products. So with bathing in an actual bathtub, we use pure water, some essential oils, which is optional. It's not a necessity, it's optional. But most importantly, the essential that I would suggest for bathing in a bathtub especially is limes, key limes, to be more specific. If you cannot get the key limes, still use limes. Get what you can as long as it is a lime, okay? So with the key limes, you would cut them in half, maybe 4 to 5, squeeze the water, the juice out of the key lime, place that in the bath, sit in the bath, warm water, bathe yourself, relax, put your candles on, okay? And also, to take it up a notch, I would suggest that you add sea salt, unrefined natural sea salt, not table salt, not Epsom salt, not Himalayan salt, white sea salt in its unrefined form, Okay, so with a bath, I would suggest that you put 1 to 2 cups. If you're dealing with maybe excessive cramping due to menstruation or PMS, if you're dealing with back pains or any form of muscular issues, then I would suggest to add maybe 2 to maybe 3 cups of sea salt. But just on a general hygiene, cleansing day-to-day process, I would suggest that you add 1 to 2 cups of sea salt with your limes, and you sit and you cleanse yourself, rub yourself, maybe a couple drops of olive oil as well if you're suffering with dry skin, or maybe a couple drops of coconut oil as well, and like I said, some essential oils, but that is not necessary. So the essential oils that you could use in a bath to really help with the rejuvenation process and also to aid you in your cleansing process as well: lavender, frankincense, lemongrass. That's enough. Frankincense, lavender, lemongrass, eucalyptus as well, a few drops of eucalyptus. So when it comes to adding essential oils to your bath, you only want to go for at least maybe 10 drops, okay, because the essential oils are extremely potent. So moving forward now, after you've gone through the process of relaxing and taking in and removing the toxins from your body in that bath, you will then drain the water out and you will take a shower. You must never use the water that you are sitting in to bathe your skin with. Why? Because the water is dirty. That's why. Fresh water, fresh things, okay? Bear that in mind. Fresh water at all times, fresh things, okay? So once you've sat in the bath, you drain the water out, get ready, lather your sponge up, scrub yourself down from head to toe, rinse yourself off with fresh water, preferably from the shower head. If you don't have a shower head, you can use the bucket. As an African woman, and those that are African that are watching, you definitely know about the bucket method, okay? It's perfect. It's even better, to be fair. So you would cleanse yourself down with fresh water and you would cleanse yourself again. So when you are lavering yourself with soap using your sponge, please, my loves, beloved, do not use flannels, okay? We don't use flannels. Towels tend to harbor and keep bacteria and scents from the previous time that you've used it. So when you are using anything to scrub your body, I suggest that you use something that is porous. As an African, and the Africans that are watching, you will know and be very familiar with the net, okay? It's porous, it hangs, it dries well, air blows through, blows back out. It's wonderful, okay? I suggest that you invest in one of those. I will put a link in the description box where you can purchase them. If you are living in the South London region area, you can get them in Brixton Market, okay? Many markets do them, and hair stores tend to sell them as well, okay? So moving forward now, to elevate your hygiene process and to keep things at bay. Now, the things that I'm sharing, it doesn't mean that you're never going to experience BO. Doesn't mean you're never going to sweat. Doesn't mean that you're never going to feel quite hot down in your vagina area. These things are natural. It happens. But we have to use these methods as a day-to-day ritual to alleviate things accelerating in terms of offensive odor and things of that nature. Okay. Now, moving forward, we've already broken down how to go about your bathing process. Okay, we must never use the water that we're sitting in to shower, so to cleanse our bodies and then hop out. You must always take a shower after you've bathed. Or you could do it this way. You could take a shower first and then take your relaxing bath. That is another way. Some people prefer to do it that way. I prefer to do it the other way. It doesn't matter. Each way is good as long as you're just not using the same water to bathe the same water to shower with that you are bathing in. So moving forward, if you are showering, I forgot actually one step. So after you've showered yourself, you will then I would suggest that you save the key lime rinds that you have, and you would use that after you've showered yourself twice, after you scrubbed yourself down twice. You would then take the key limes which have been halved. Essentially, they should have been halved because you've used it to squeeze into your bath and whatnot, and you would take those same rinds and you would scrub using the key lime, not a net or a flannel, no flannels. You would use the rinds of the lime to wash underneath your armpits thoroughly. And then you would take another rind and you would pop it inside out and you would clean your vagina with it first. When you're cleaning, to say this is your vagina, you are cleaning your vagina with the key lime. You're rubbing the key lime all over your vagina thoroughly, and then you use the shower head to rinse it off as well. So you're going outside of the vagina and inside of the vagina, but you're not going inside of the vagina carnal. You're just rubbing the key lime around the vagina, labia, and outside of the vagina as well. Okay, now once you've done that process, you'll rinse off, and then you would use this finger to get inside of your vagina to remove any excessive mucus, because mucus is there every single day. The vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism. However, you can aid the cleaning process a lot more easier by using fresh water, by drinking water and key limes, and also bathing a certain way. So once you've, like I said, cleaned yourself with the limes, you would then take your finger and you would use your finger and go up in your vagina and draw out any debris that is there. You would wash your hand off again, and you would repeat the process until you feel that everything is jeje, aka ready to go. Now, once you've done that, you would then take that same lime that you used to clean your vagina, and you can now use that same lime that you used to clean your vagina to clean your bum. Okay, now your bum it can be a very offensive area if you are not wiping it properly. So as a woman, every time you go to the bathroom, you must always have wet wipes that are non-fragranced, preferably biodegradable, because you don't want to be putting wipes in the toilet and then your toilet blocks. It has happened to me multiple times. Okay, you also want to, the same way you like to be rolling with makeup bag, you need to be rolling with your unfragranced biodegradable baby wipes in your bag. Okay, because every time you urinate or take a dookie, you need to be using baby wipes, and if you do not have baby wipes, you use wet tissue. Everything must be moisturized, okay? Because you are, when you're using wet wipes, you are really getting rid of scent, and you are cleansing down there thoroughly when you're using wet wipes. If you're using tissue, I mean, it's dry. How do you expect? That's like having a bath with no water. It's not possible. It's not possible. Okay? Yes, I added the S. It's not possible. So moving forward now, going back to the bathing process. So once you've done that, you would take your key limes and you would cleanse your ass. You would cleanse it. Now, key, please remember this part. Never clean your bum first and then go and clean your vagina afterwards. It's okay to clean your vagina first and then clean your bum with the same lime. But never clean your bum first and then be going to your vagina, because that bacteria that you are harboring within your anus will travel to your vagina, and you can now develop all types of situations, and it is very, very unpleasant. So don't do that. Do let me know how it goes, okay? Because when it comes to the process of taking care of self in this way, it's a very simple thing. You do not need apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar seems to be quite a sensational thing online in regards to feminine hygiene. Apple cider vinegar is extremely, extremely, extremely acidic. The fermentation of how you ferment these apples, it does not have an affinity for us. It can cause other ailments such as irritation, extreme cases of irritation, and it can also erode your flesh. It can erode your flesh over time. So I would eliminate apple cider vinegar from the topic completely when it comes to feminine hygiene. If you are looking for something to deal with odor, please use key limes. Key limes is a non-hybrid version of a citrus fruit that grows naturally, okay? Naturally. You don't need to process it, you don't need to bottle it, you don't need to do anything. You can just use that one and you will be fine. In regards to your armpits, you can use it as a natural deodorant and it works very well. Now, some people say that it doesn't work for them, and I will explain why it may not be working for you at this present moment in time, but I do know and trust that it can help you over time. And why do I say this? Because most people are consuming foods that are highly acidic, which causes bad odor, first and foremost. Another thing is your water intake. If you are not hydrating yourself on a regular basis, on a daily basis, you are going to experience bad odor as well. If you are using synthetic products on your body, creams, gels, wearing tight clothes all the time, not washing your clothes effectively, using natural soaps and all of these things, my love, the key lime will not work for you. it's a process to get to that place. Okay, if you really want to be about this natural life, then you're really going to have to be very disciplined in all the other areas so that you can start to become that individual that you want to see. Okay, so elimination of certain foods, it's the be all end all here. It really is, my lovely. The more foods and meats and cheese and milk and sweetie and chocolate and all of these things that you're eating, you're just accumulating toxins within your body. And these toxins, they want to leave, because the body is not designed to harbor toxins. Okay, it's a self-cleaning mechanism. So if you are harboring certain foods, you are blocking your tubes, you are blocking your pores, you're doing so many different things where you're making it harder for these toxins to come out of your body, especially not by drinking water, not applying certain rituals to yourself on a day-to-day basis when it comes to drinking your herbal teas and eating certain foods and your bathing methods. If you're not doing these things, it's going to be very hard for you to eliminate toxins within your body. Okay, so these simple methods that I'm giving you, try them, see how it goes. Okay, you know your body best, more than I can ever know you or your body. But don't just try one aspect of these things and feel like everything is going to be solved, because at the end of the day, when it comes to feminine hygiene, it's all about what's going in your mouth, my lovely. It really is, like I said in the beginning of this video. So I hope that this video has served you well. If there is any other things that you'd like me to discuss, please do email me at mutulubotanica@gmail.com, or you can drop some comments in the comment section, DM me, whatever, and we'll move forward. We move, Sha. So much love to your journey of reposting your sensuality through the medium of plant spirit medicine, and I hope to continue the conversation with you very, very soon. Love.